A few days ago, Albert Breer said the 49ers would be interested in Baker Mayfield when he hits free agency. Now, Mike Silver says the 49ers are considering signing Matt Ryan if he gets released, Jacoby Brissett, and Andy Dalton. And if it's really bad news with Brock Purdy, if he has to miss the entire season and have UCL reconstruction, the 49ers might beg Tom Brady to come out of retirement. So let's put that one aside for a minute. Let's focus on the other three that Mike Silver mentioned. Andy Dalton, Jacoby Brissett, and Matt Ryan. I don't see the Niners really getting Jacoby Brissett. I think he's probably going to get probably some money to start somewhere else. I could see the Niners getting Matt Ryan. I predicted that they would. I think that's probably the reunion that no one wants, but we're all going to get. And then Andy Dalton, God forbid. But really, either one. And don't tell me that you're bringing him in to be like a coach, because the Niners already have a coach. Brian Griese was a player in the league, already performing that function. You need someone who can play, and Andy Dalton really, really can't. Wow, he's terrible. He's a loser. And then Matt Ryan, I mean, he used to be good, but he was one of the worst. He was worse than Andy Dalton last year. Both of these guys are old and slow, and if they were to come on this team and they had to play, it might look good for a game or two, maybe. But what would end up happening is that they would get injured, just like every other quarterback that plays on this team. But especially them, because they're old and slow. You know, no disrespect to old and slow people or them. So I think it's a really bad idea. I think and what's crazy about the Niners is they just showed themselves and all of us that they can win with a rookie quarterback. They just did it. Mr. Irrelevant. Brock Purdy. All the 49ers need with this roster setup is a young quarterback who's smart and accurate and experienced and quick. And there are at least 5 quarterbacks in this draft that fit that criteria, who wouldn't necessarily be franchise quarterbacks or even starting quarterbacks on most teams, but on the 49ers, they could probably do what Brock Purdy did. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, UCLA. Malik Cunningham, Louisville. Max Duggan, TCU. Clayton Tune, Houston. Stetson Bennett, Georgia. The Niners could take 2 of these guys, pull their names out of a freaking hat, and do better than they would do with Andy Dalton. Please, Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch, Adam Peters, I beg of you, whatever you do not sign Andy Dalton. Don't do it. Also, Matt Ryan, I implore you, just say no. Draft a quarterback who's got some quicks, got some mobility, because on this team, the quarterback has to protect himself from pass rushers. The head coach is going to keep calling these play-action passes where backup running backs and tight ends have to block edge rushers. So quarterbacks have to protect themselves, and these guys that I just mentioned can. Matt Ryan and Andy Dalton, for sure cannot.